Welcome back to another Metals, Money, and Markets Weekly, week ending April 7th, 2017. With me always is Mickey Fulp, the Mercenary Geologist, and from miningclips.com, I'm Rob Goodman. Well, Mickey, a ton of news, both politically and geopolitically. Why don't you lay out everything for us?
Well, it was quite a week with a lot of geopolitical intrigue. The U.S. bombed Syria after a gas attack propagated by most people think by Assad and the Syrian regime. So we came in and we bombed Syria after that. We had a terrorist incident in Sweden. On the political front, we had the Gorsuch nomination. He is now on the Supreme Court, which is good for constitutionalists who live in a less free USA. The metals reacted quite strongly when Trump bombed Syria on Thursday night. Gold popped again on New York Open yesterday, hit 1269 at some time intraday, but all the precious metals sold off at the end of the day. So basically they were pretty much flat over the week. Gold did gain $6, closed at 1254, but it was at that level for most of the week. Silver lost 25 cents, down 17.96. Platinum was up $4 to 9.52. Palladium up $5 to 8.01. Meanwhile, copper was flat over the week, although it does remain in contango, closed at 263. One thing we might want to take a look at and watch is the copper price going forward, as the BDI, the Baltic Dry Index, which is the cost of shipping goods worldwide, hit a 52-week high week before last. So we're watching that at this point. I want to mention a little bit about the ratios. The platinum to gold ratio over the last 2 weeks is down at that historic low of about 0.76. So very strong buy signal for platinum as a precious metal right now.
Moving on to energy, oil, a nice follow-through. Uranium, exactly the opposite.
Yeah, weakness continues in the uranium market. I don't have much to say other than that. It closed the week 23.50, down 3%. The real story for the week, of course, was oil, and it started making a run up. Well, I think it was probably up every day this week. Started the week at 50.72, or last week closed. Hit 52.29 yesterday, driven a lot by geopolitical events in the world. And plus, Venezuela is really becoming a quagmire. That country is on the verge of revolt right now. And, of course, it is one of the major heavy oil suppliers to the U.S. BDI is back into that base range for 2017, closed at 52.29, up 3% for the week.
And moving on to currencies, dollar up a little, and as expected, the euro and the loonie off a little.
That's exactly right. Dollar hit what looks like it'd be about a 5-week high, or a 5-week closing high for the week at 101.13, up 0.5%. Euro was off a concomitant amount to 106. And the loonie, despite the very strong oil numbers for the week, was off. Once again, it's below 75 cents again at 0.7464.
And as you said earlier in the markets, a lot of news, but relatively nothing going on there. Dow flat, the S&P and NASDAQ off their record highs a little bit, and the Toronto gained.
Yeah, it was a very uninspiring week. Despite all this geopolitical and political turmoil in the U.S., yesterday even the market ignored Syria and Sweden, but that might have been matched by a quite bad jobs number coming out for the U.S. So regardless, Dow finished at 20,656, basically flat over the week. S&P 500, 2356, down 0.3%. NASDAQ was off its all-time high set last week. It closed at 5878, down 0.6%. Not a lot going on in the U.S. jobs or U.S. stock markets. The VIX remains around 12, something like that. So not a lot of volatility in the market. One thing to watch coming up, we're getting into the Q1 or end of year earnings. those are expected to be good, and that might give a little boost. Stock market has basically been flat or vacillating here for nearly the last 3 or 4 weeks. So going on the venture exchange, it had a very good week. Closed up 1% to 824. We haven't seen this level since the end of February, something like that, last week of February. The real news is the volumes remain low, so we would not expect a lot of movement. We didn't get up 1%, but the major gold miners, lots of M&A and activity, and we see the major gold miners again vying for the title of dumber or dumbest with some of the acquisitions and joint ventures made over the week.
Okay, Mickey, as always, thanks for the insights, and we'll look forward to catching up to you next week.
All right, thanks a lot, Rob.